and 400 years went by. The legend of RNG had turned into myth. The entire ordeal had been more than Mithrie's soul could take. But, hello guys, how's it going? Welcome. I finally got my flippin' crystals from my flippin' relic, flip. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So it took about 17,000 years in order to hit the 12 crystals that are needed. You have to get 3 of each of the luminous crystals from each of these zones in Heavensward in order to get the first part of the relic done. It took such a long time. It was actually ridiculous. I mean, I wasn't working on it non-stop, absolutely not. I was only working on it when I was doing my Chocobo weeklies and leveling up alt classes. You see the progress got with my alt classes so far and so on. But it really took a long time. All because I was stubborn and I refused to turn in my Zeta. I just couldn't do it to myself. I couldn't replace this Zeta, which I spent so long to earn, with a like replica piece of crap. So anyway, what you need to do, you need to come to Mordona. You need to climb to the top, as we did at the end of the last episode in this series, which was about, like I said, 17,000 years ago. And you need to talk to Sidoni, and she gives you 2 choices. You can either turn in the Zeta, or you can turn in luminous crystals. Now in my case, like I said, I refuse to turn into Zeta, so I'm actually going to turn in the luminous crystals. So now I'm going to get an astral nodule. So let's exchange. Boom. Trade. And we're going to get an umbral nodule. Exchange. Boom, and boom. Cool. So that crystal grind is done. Hopefully never have to do it ever again. Ever. So now what you need to do, you need to take them and you need to go to Aziz La. And then we can go pick up our 170 relic, which is ironically a lot worse than the esoteric weapon I'm holding right now, which I bought like with esoteric tomes, which was no effort to get at all. But of course, this relic weapon can be upgraded all the way to item level 230, and it will probably be upgraded even higher in patch 3.3, so whatever. So anyway, let's talk to Ardashir. So she says, welcome back, Mithrie. Were you able to acquire what we need? Yes, and you have no idea how much effort it was. Here's the astral nodule, here's the umbral nodule. I mean, even Yoshi P himself said this is a quest he wouldn't want to do. The handover. So yes, these appear to be genuine. I dare not ask what this cost you, my soul, but you have my sincerest facts. I promise the soulstone is ready. All that now remains is the Aether infusion. And if the weapon Geralt has forged is strong enough to contain the resulting anima, we shall soon be proud parents of a living weapon. Now then, let us begin. This really was a lot of work. So the Aether has taken hold in the soulstone, but it will not last long. So quickly, Geralt, seal it within the weapon before the Aether fades. Wow, I'm so relieved. So that should do it. That thing ain't going nowhere. So now that there's a weapon worthy of legend, an anima weapon, animated parachute, wield it with pride, lass. I mean, ironically, some people probably got this weapon trading in their Zeta about 5 minutes after the patch launched. I don't even remember which patch it was. It was that long ago. Oh yeah. I can be proud because I earned it legit. So, though I wouldn't say that she's finished the finished article just yet. A fresh weapon from the forge is one thing, but it's life we're talking about. She is naught but a suckling babe. She wants putting through her paces and toughening up. I could pound her with me hammer, of course, but that ain't no substitute for real battle. If you ask me, you need to get out there and teach the Anima what it means to be a warrior. Sounds good. So excuse me, Gerald, but might I have a word with our friend here? It was, after all, my research that brought us this far. Yeah, why not? So, come Mithrie, let's discuss the next step in developing the Anima. But yeah, get ready for a grind. Let's complete. Eureka. To be honest, there was part of me that felt for a long time I was never going to do this quest. But the Anima weapon quest may be repeated at any time. However, please know that you may only undertake these quests one job at a time. If you wish to restart these quests for a different job, select duty from the main menu, followed by journal. Then select the quest from within the interface, followed by abandon. Once you have abandoned the quest, you may change your desired job and speak with Ardashir to start over. Cool. So basically we can... so I've now got the first weapon. Well, the first part of this relic. I'm not planning to get any others. But I can go ahead and start gathering crystals for every other relic in the game, which of course I'm never going to do. So anyway, let's see. Toughening up. I'm assuming... Okay, so in order to accept the quest, I need to equip the relic. So let me do that now. Woo. So let's talk to her. So the next quest is called Toughening Up. So please know that upon completing the quest Toughening Up, you'll receive an Anima weapon for a warrior. That's fine. Do it as a warrior, yep. So, Ardashir seems curious to see how the Anima will develop. Changing classes or jobs will prevent progress with this quest. Sounds good. So, Mithrie, the task of unlocking the Anima's potential begins in earnest. I only wish I could offer some words of wisdom on the subject. Alas, my original studies only went so far for the Anima's creation. Now that we're given it a body in your weapon, I'm afraid we are entering unfamiliar territory. As of now, the Anima is not unlike a newborn babe. A lack of proper sensory stimulation could well cause it to stagnate and even disappear despite the measures we have taken. As such, it is imperative that we help it to mature and grow accustomed to its new form. And there ain't no better place to test a weapon than on the front line. And seeing as you're rarely off the front line, it shouldn't take you long to whip that thing into shape. Mayhap this is why my own trials always ended in failure. Without a proper body, the Anima had no purpose. It could not be put it to a task which would grant it the requisite stimulation. So, if you are all Mistress Rowena claims to be, you have no doubt you will find a suitable challenge for your young charge, or for our young charge. If you're not sure where to go, just think back on some of your more bowel-loosening adventures. Let's roll through a few of them dark, dank holes you lot like, say 10 or so, and I bet me round and at the drovers that your weapon will be got a swing of things. Okay, as in do 10 dungeons. So if it's not too much trouble, it should be I would very much like to accompany on your travels. As I said before, that is uncharted territory for the growth of Anima, and it would be a disgrace to my profession if I let any developments pass unrecorded. Okay, fair enough. So my thanks, Mithrie. For my part, I promise to stay out of harm's way, observing your progress from a safe vantage point as possible. That's things like to need a few tweaks when you come back, but you leave that to me. I'll work out any faults you find in her and pound it into a weapon worthy of the House of Splendors. Cool. So the next part of the quest, I now need to take this Anima weapon through 10 dungeons. Cool. And it's a repeatable quest because I can now do the crystal grind for, let's see, every other class in the game. So the first part of this, it says very clearly, use the duty finder to enter Snow Cloak. So of course I'm not going to record doing each of the dungeons. That would be a complete waste of time because these are dungeons from the list. I looked at the 10 that are required. They are dungeons which I've already cleared and got videos on my channel for. So once I've done the 10 dungeons and I'm ready to do the next upgrade, we'll continue this series. So anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.